We are previewing NFL Week 3 here at SBR Forum Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. We're talking right now with Dave Golokhov, senior sports columnist for AskMen.com. All right, Dave, thanks for coming back. And the first game that you wanted to talk about that you believe that you have an edge on is Cincinnati at Washington. Washington is a 3 or 3.5 point home favorite, depending on what book you're looking at. Total is 49. Cincinnati's defense has not been good at all this year. Washington, of course, very impressive, very surprising. They did lose a couple of big guys on defense, though, last week to injury. I'm thinking if I had to bet this game, I might take a shot with the over, even though it's so high at 49. What do you like here?
Yeah, I'm with you on the over, Peter. I just don't think that either defense in this position is very good, and both offenses have actually impressed me a little bit so far this season. You look at the Cincinnati Bengals, and in Week 1 they got shredded by the Baltimore Ravens against a team which you'd probably say is mid to elite offense. Then the Cleveland Browns came to town and racked up a ton of yards on offense too and scored plenty of points as well. So that Cincinnati Bengals defense that carried them to the postseason last year is definitely not the same. They're not as inspired. They're not as good. On the flip side, you look at the Washington Redskins, and yeah, Robert Griffin and the offenses look good, but the defense has given up at least 31 points in each of the first 2 weeks. And on top of that, they lose Brian Orakpo, their best sack artist last weekend, and they also lost Adam Carricker. Plus, they've got issues at safety from nagging injuries from training camp and the preseason. So, yes, I do like the over in this contest. I see lots of points.
All right, we're agreeing. And you have no real opinion on the side?
For the side, I think, no, not really. But I think if I had to play it, I would probably go with Robert Griffin and the Redskins at home. I just think he's looked a little bit sharper than the Bengals offense has. The Bengals, they lived off the big play last week. They had a big punt return. They had a couple of big passes against a weak Cleveland Browns team. I think this week, if they're forced to sustain drives as they were against Baltimore, I think they can only do that for a period of time, and probably Washington pulls away in the second half.